Good morning, dear students. Welcome to Siva's English Grammar. Today I am not going to tell you any lesson. I want to talk about something which you all feel very difficult. That is learning English language. So why many people are not able to fulfill this requirement? Why they are lagging behind in learning this language? I think the main reason for this lagging behind is that you are not finding a correct partner, because you can improve the language when you speak to others. So whatever you learn, whatever you practice, whatever grammar you have learned is not going to be useful when you don't find a partner, right? But unfortunately, in our Telugu states, people who are speaking in English can be counted. They are very few number of people, and we don't find them in our surroundings. So it is very difficult. So how to learn this language? How I learned this language? Right, I studied in Telugu medium high school from 1 to 10th class. Afterwards I studied in English medium. But I think that up to 10th class, studying in English medium is very essential for anybody to learn the language. But we surpassed that hindrance. We came out of the difficulty. Because if you want to become a learner of English language, if you want to speak English correctly and fluently, what you have to have is that you should create some kind of interest in your mind towards that language, and that is a must. And some person will do mathematics very well, and somebody can do science very well. That is all because they have interest in the subject. So unless you have that interest in that language, in English language, it will be very difficult for you. You have to applaud the other person because he is speaking in English, but you can't applaud yourself. But you can't say, I can speak English very well. So the first thing to have that control over that language is that start understanding the sentence. That is the first criteria. So whenever you read a sentence, whenever you read an article, so start understanding the sentence completely. And without knowing the meaning of the sentence, don't go any further. That is the first thing. So in order to understand the sentence, what are the things you need? A little grammar. Grammar doesn't include everything. A little grammar and a lot of perseverance is needed. There should be a lot of perseverance. You have to do it again and again. So allot some time for this English language. Sit in a corner, sit in your room, sit at a place, and allot 1 hour for yourself. And so what is the first thing you have to do? If you are a graduate or if you have completed intermediate, I strongly advise you that you have to read short stories first. So whenever you read short stories, you will be understanding the variety of sentences, how they have written, in what tense the tense is, and what is the meaning of this part. Everything you will be able to understand. So show interest in short stories. If you don't find any short stories, and you can find them in YouTube. They show some stories, right? So you go through the each paragraph, you understand them. And when you don't know the meaning of a word, just write it down, jot it down in your notebook, and afterwards refer a dictionary. So in this class, maybe perhaps next class, I will be talking to you how I learned and how I mastered this language. Being born to illiterate parents, and having a surroundings of people who can't speak English, I am able to learn and speak English. So how I did that, we will do it in a next class. We will see, and I will certainly tell you what are the things you have to follow. Right, students? Okay. Good day to you all.